Today we are going to discuss about the maxillary nerve, origin, extension, relationship and branches. So maxillary nerve, it is a branch of the trigeminal nerve. In last class we have discussed about these things. This one is a midbrain, pons, medulla, is a midbrain, is a pons and it medulla. At the lateral aspect of the pons, the trigeminal nerve will pierce the lateral side of the pons and it comes out. And this one is a root of the, it is a root of the trigeminal nerve and it is a trigeminal ganglia. So this trigeminal ganglia, it gives the three branches. This one is a ophthalmic nerve, this one is a maxillary, V1, V2 and this one is a mandibular. So here what happens? This mandibular nerve and it enters into the foramen ovale. This one is a foramen ovale and it enters into the foramen ovale and finally it enters into the infratemporal fossa. So here and this one is a infratemporal fossa. It is a infratemporal fossa and here there is a mandibular canal. This one is in infratemporal fossa with a mandibular canal. It enters into the mandibular foramen. Then it goes through the mandibular canal, mandibular foramen. It enters into the mandibular foramen. So, trigeminal ganglia, it gives the three branches: ophthalmic nerve V1, maxillary nerve V2 and mandibular nerve. So then this mandibular nerve and it leaves the middle cranial fossa. This one is a anterior cranial fossa, this one is a middle cranial fossa. It leaves the middle cranial fossa. It enters into the foramen ovale. This is called by the foramen ovale. In the foramen ovale, it opens into the mandibular, it opens into the infratemporal fossa. In the infratemporal fossa, and there is a mandible is there. In the mandible, in the inner surface and the outer surface and inner surface of the ramus of the mandible, and there is a mandibular foramen is there, and it enters into the mandibular foramen. This one is a infratemporal fossa. This one is a mandibular foramen. This is a mandibular foramen. Next, there is a, and concerned about this maxillary nerve, and at this region, and there is a cavernous sinus is there. This one is a cavernous sinus, lateral wall of the cavernous sinus. Lateral wall of cavernous sinus. And then in the posterior part of the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus, so it arises in the trigeminal cave and from the anterior margin of the trigeminal ganglia, and medial to this, and there is a ophthalmic nerve is there, and lateral side there is a mandibular nerve is there. In between the mandibular nerve and the ophthalmic nerve, and this maxillary nerve, it arises from the anterior margin of the trigeminal ganglia, and it runs forward. In the posterior part of the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus, it runs along with the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus, along with this ophthalmic nerve. So ophthalmic nerve also runs along with the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus, but it is superior to the maxillary nerve. And when it reaches the anterior border, it divides into the three branches: nasociliary and frontal and lateral branches. But this maxillary nerve, and it runs in the lateral wall, and it leaves the middle cranial fossa, and in this region there is a foramen rotundum is there. This one is a foramen rotundum. It enters into the foramen rotundum, and then it enters into the pterygopalatine fossa. This one is called by the pterygopalatine fossa. It enters into the pterygopalatine fossa, and it runs forward. But at this region, and here there is a orbit is there. This one is a orbit. This one is a floor of the rabbit, and that one is a roof of the rabbit. Orbit. So, and at this reason it gives the ganglionic branches. There is a pterygopalatine ganglion is here within the pterygopalatine fossa. There is a pterygopalatine ganglion is there, and it gives the ganglionic branches. These are the ganglionic branches, and these ganglionic branches they enters into the pterygopalatine ganglion, and it is a pterygopalatine ganglion. Meaning here this maxillary nerve, and it is giving the sensory input to the pterygopalatine ganglion. These are the ganglionic branches. The ganglionic branches, they are arising from the maxillary nerve. This one is a maxillary nerve. Maxillary nerve, it runs along with the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus, and it leaves the middle cranial fossa, and it enters into the enters into the foramen rotundum and it is called by the foramen rotundum. Foramen rotundum. It enters into the foramen rotundum, then it enters into the pterygopalatine fossa, and within the pterygopalatine fossa there is a pterygopalatine ganglion is there. So here then it is a jaw, it is an upper jaw. This one is a upper jaw